I'm best-selling author Brian W. Smith, and you're watching Amplified Exposure Live with Teresa B. Let's get it.
Keep shining, let it shine, shine like a diamond. Keep shining, let it shine, shine like a diamond.
Good evening, Facebook Live. This is Teresa B coming to you from Amplified Exposure Live. Today, I have my wonderful guest, Dr.Dre. He's from the hit series Yo MTV Raps back from the 80s and 90s. And he came on today, not just because he's just so dope and everybody knows him from back in the day, but he came on my show today because he likes me. How are you, Dr. Dre?
Did you call me dope? That's funny.
I called you dope. I sure did.
You called me dope, and then you tried to use the 80s and 90s as my big thing. I mean, I do like you, but you called me dope. That's very funny.
I talk to Dr. Dre on occasions.
Because I'm dope.
Because
if you
he's
said I was deaf and dope, I'd have to hang up, just lay on the ground and laugh.
So he doesn't have a visual for us today, ladies and gentlemen, because we'll talk about that later on throughout the show. But if you remember the television show Yo MTV Raps, I think it ran for, I know it had to be more than 5 years, because
1989 to 1995. It's also the name of my book, Yo Bigger Stuff, the Dr. Dre episodes from 1989 to 1995. I thank you very much.
I thank you very much. And he has that look, I'm gonna say it, and he has that dope book out. How about that?
Dope book, which will be launching in 2021. Thank you, COVID-19. It was supposed to be out this year, but as soon as we were about to put it out, COVID hit. And I said, I don't think I'm going to go out signing autographs, shaking hands, and kissing babies with this one. I'll have to wait it out a little bit. So we're going to relaunch. We're going to launch the launch next spring, and you'll be the third person to know. After I know, my mother, and then you.
Okay. I'm glad
because I'm dope.
Because you're dope. Exactly. See, now it's catching on. It's a catchy phrase.
Yeah, I wish I was fresh. Fresh, fresh. Yo, Dre's fresh.
So Dr. Dre, tell us, because you know I'm going to ask, and I know you hate these questions of how it all began, but you know that's what I'm going to ask you.
Well, you better go in the bio and find a better question, because we'll be here all night. Me telling you how it all began. It all began when my mother and father got together and decided to have a third child.
Wait a minute. No.
No?
No.
Let's go too far back.
Too far back.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the part where Yo MTV Raps came into your life.
Oh, you want that version?
Right.
Oh, well, that's pretty quick. There was a gentleman by the name of Peter Darty who was looking for me. I was DJing at a loft party in New York. Formerly, I was the DJ for the Beastie Boys on Raising Hell, my group original concept, which was signed to Def Jam. Also, we had written a song for Run DMC on that album called Proud to Be Black.
Mm-hmm.
Was looking and asked me, did I see the show Yo MTV Raps? I said I did, and I was starring Fat Five Freddy. And I also, which was interesting enough, was in the debut pilot with Run DMC at the Def Jam tour, because I was on stage introducing my old school chum, Chuck D and Public Enemy, at the Nassau Coliseum in New York. So, which was really strange, I actually was on the debut episode of Yo MTV Raps, and I ended up hosting The Daily Show. So that's kind of how it started for me.
Okay. And did you make a lot of money when you first started? Everybody wants to know, what was your pockets looking like?
Pockets was okay, but they're not like today's pockets. People get it confused.